This is Jerica, Daybreak Stitcher, here on YouTube and Instagram. I am coming to you from Utah, South Jordan, Utah. It is 50 degrees, sunny, almost clear skies. So nice. I'm gonna go outside today and not have to wear like all the bundles, you know? I'm in a slightly different location. I normally, well, yesterday, or not yesterday, but the last video I was over there, it's a slightly different time of day, so I decided to pivot and turn this way. I can also show off our little Christmas village right there. This is Big City Christmas. I only think I did like 4 of the 6 or something, and that's stitched on 32 count, but it's floss from stash. I was going to actually film a week ago, but I got a surprise. I didn't get a surprise. We all got surprised when my newest grandbaby arrived. And it's so scary a little bit sometimes, you know, when your kids are in labor and going through all the things, because, you know, things can go sideways for no reason. And it's kind of like what happened. But everyone's doing okay. It's all right. Stressful. It's very stressful. But my youngest, so I have, for those of you who are new, I have 6 children, and now I have 3 grandbabies. And the youngest of my children is 3. And what he does sometimes, especially if he knows that he hurt you or that you are hurt in some way, then he likes to kind of pinch and pull to pull your pain away. Just pinch it and pull it right away. It's all gone. And so when I see my kids going through some things and they're not feeling too great, it just makes me want to just pinch and pull it away. And then they'll be okay. But I digress. You know, when you have children or fur babies, you know, when you're caring for something, you really do want it to thrive and be healthy and happy. So you understand the stress. So, for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm Jerica, Daybreak Stitcher. This channel is primarily about cross stitch. I do garden, and I'm learning how to preserve food this year. Actually, like since this fall is when I started learning it. It's so exciting, and I love it. There's so many things to know. I don't know how I did not know this stuff earlier. I'm so late, but it's okay because I arrived, right? I made it. So okay, so let's get caught up, because I'm a week late. And so what has happened in the last like 3 weeks? So I went to the Jingle Ball. It's a virtual cross stitch retreat. They have designers there. They have training classes. You can do all the things. You can they have a bunch of activities where you can do a Q&A with the designers. You can I think, what is it called? Speed dating, where you get to know other stitchers and other crafters. And it's only for like 5 minutes. I didn't do that because next time. There's like stitchy tables where you can like sit and just talk with people. There's so many things, and it's a long time. It's like Friday, the first weekend of Friday, through, I think this year it ended at like 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So Monday. So it went far and beyond. It was an slightly extended weekend, and I didn't get to stay on as much as I wanted to because, you know, things were happening, and deep down inside, I can't sit that long. So Friday night, we did our final Bake Me a Quaker Sal with EJ of Sunshine Stitchers. It was the 1 Dozen Quakers by Rosewood Manor. And it was the idea of that design for Stitch Along this year, which was 13 months, was because a lot of people, such as myself as well, had never finished a Rosewood Manor design. And it was kind of like a Quaker design, so it was easily able to be broken up into little sections, and a lot of people joined in. And every first Friday of the month, we would have a Zoom just to see how everyone's doing, any advice or motivation, you know, to get it going. So Friday night, I was doing the final Bake Me a Quaker Sal Zoom. And then I stayed up a little bit later and jumped into the Jingle Ball Zoom. And I don't know what happened, but that night, all of a sudden, I went to bed feeling like I was getting a cold. I don't know how. How do you get a cold in your own house and you're just sitting in front of a computer, just talking to people? But like, how? Who knows? So then Saturday, I was able to get back on for a few hours, but I was starting to lose my voice. Like it was, my nose was running, I was sneezing, and it was the nastiest. And I'm like, how did I do this? I was fine. I didn't go anywhere, but it's okay. So by Sunday, I barely had a voice and I could only like focus for like a little bit. So I was able to mostly participate in the Q&As, which I did. I sat in on the Blue Flower, Janine, and her husband. They were so adorable. I like listening to them talk about like all the animals and stuff. I'm not an animal person, but I like listening to other people talk about how adorable animals are. I mean, I'm probably a dog person more than anything else, but they were, you know, there were so many cute animals. And then I sat in on Teresa Kogut's Q&A. That was fun. I really like Teresa Kogut. I have not been able to finish any of her designs. I have two. I had to UFO one of them, but I have another one that I really should finish because I actually really enjoy it. And I was able to change out some of the fabric so it was more comfortable for me. But I need to work on that. So probably that'll be probably a part of my 2025 plans. But anyway, I digress. So the Jingle Ball was really fun. I got to just sit in for a few minutes on some of the Zoom, on some of the chat rooms and talk with a lot of people. The energy was so good. It was so high. I absolutely love the Jingle Ball, and I really want to participate in the other one because I believe Lindy Stitches actually does another retreat at some other point in the year. And I think I might want to jump into that one too because the Jingle Ball is really fun. And if you haven't tried it before, you should, I mean, try it once. This is my second year. The first year I kind of did the same where I was just, you know, meeting people at the tables, and different times of the day you get to be with different people across the world. And so you really get a whole bunch more exposure to people and what they're interested in. And it's just amazing. I did talk to this one lady. She was really amazing because she does not like Quakers, but she loves back stitching. She's obsessed with back stitching. So I asked her if she was into black work, and oh my goodness, the designs that she showed that she wants to start working on are just breathtaking. Like it's so amazing work. Can I do back stitching and love it like that? Not right now. But it was really amazing. I got to speak with was it Tarzan, Katrina? I got to see her for a short second. Julie from Julie Stitches 16, she's on YouTube. She just had a recap video of some really amazing stuff in her experience with the Jingle Ball. Got to see her for a little bit. Andrew, the runner stitcher, I've been watching his Jingle Ball videos every day with his dog. What's his dog? Oh, Winston. Oh, he's so cute. You know, the whole thing, it was really nice just to be able to get a quick little moment. Even the what is it, the Boston Cousins? Oh my goodness, what are they called? I can't even, but it was so many people. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is so fun. The energy is so nice, very positive. It was a great experience. And if you ever get to join in on any kind of Zoom meetings or the Jingle Ball or any of the other like Stitchy Zooms that involve like a whole bunch of people, you'll be in for a great experience. But then after the Jingle Ball was over, then I think I had about a week break and got into the Evertotes Nordic Christmas holiday countdown, where they collaborate, where it's Evertote that collaborates with Roxy Flossco and Jacob of Modern Folk Embroidery. That started on the 1st, and it's every day you get it like a new floss, but I'll show you that here in a second. I think that roughly starts, and if I forget stuff, I'll just like throw it in there throughout the time. So I was trying to get some things FFO, which was fully finished. I was trying to find just some quick little frames to just throw some things in. I'm not a finisher. I'm not that crafty. I'm not that creative. But if I can at least somehow get it on my wall, then we're gonna call that done. But while I was going, I went to the thrift store because I wanted to see of like, you know, just like what they had and how hard or difficult it would be to like find a frame for my stuff. But I'll show you what I got. But while I was doing that, I did find something really cool. And if you live like in the South Jordan, Salt Lake Valley area, and this is yours, I got it because I found some like rescued finishes from someone. So here is one of them, and it's perfect for the bathroom. I don't know who the designer is. I don't know who the stitcher is, but I see like initials and date. So that is so cool to have in my bathroom. So now I have some wall decor. And then it actually had a companion piece. So there's this one. It's so cool. These are so adorable. And they had the frames and everything with them. So I rescued some stitches. Another thing. Okay, so here's, have mercy, okay? Because I don't finish, but it's just thrown in there. And I will admit that some of these things are going to bother me the way they are in here. So I probably at a later time when I can focus, have them reframed because it's kind of sad, but it's gonna be on the wall and no one's gonna look too close. But, and the backs are trash. I'm just gonna let you know. Okay, so here's the one. This is Emily Call. I think it's the her Christmas trio from 2023. This is trimming the tree of the trio. And I got a little cute little frame. It fits in there. There's no glass, so it makes it really nice. And I'm debating on if I want to gift this, but it's just the back is just so bad. But I got this one framed because I can't sew. I'm trying to work on the sewing. You know what? Actually, maybe I think this year I might throw that into one of my like accomplishments or whatever. But here's a snowman from that Christmas trio from Emily Call. And what does it say? Once there was a quilted snowman made with love. Isn't this cute? It's so adorable. And I got a cute little frame. It's in there, y'all. It's in there. So I think there's just the circular ornament one that I have left, and I wasn't sure how to find something for that. But we're gonna work on that later. Here's another one that I threw into a frame real quick just to get it up on the wall, and then I am actually gonna return back to this one and give it some respect and dignity. But here is Peace. Was it Christmas Candles? Peace Christmas Candles from Jan Hicks of Jan Hicks Creates. It's not even lined up. I'm gonna take it in, but I did get this one. I found a frame that fits perfect. I just need to do it right. So this one is in. I can put it up on the wall or my mantle for the holiday this year. And we're gonna call this one done. This is, I believe this is on 40 count. I already forgot the details, but the floss is pulled from stash. And with the Emily Call ones, those are floss pulled from stash, but I think it's also on a 36 count fabric as well. And then this one, which I don't know. It's the perfect, I didn't think I was going to find something at the thrift store for this one that fit so well, but the one I did, with the help of some other people, I'm sold. I just need to figure out what to do with the back because the back looks pretty wrecked. But here is Every Opening Flower. This frame, all these frames are only like $1.50 each, so I literally only spent like less than 10 bucks on all of them. But this is Every Opening Flower. It's stitched on 36 count vintage country mocha and floss pulled from stash. It is done and it is in the frame so I can put it on the wall. Yay! And I think this frame actually probably came from Hobby Lobby. I think it was one of their things, but no one can tell. It looks pretty cool. If you seen the back, you'd be like, oh, oh. But so far, it looks really pretty. So on the wall, you won't even be able to see anything. But it's in there. Every Opening Flower by With Thy Needle and Thread is framed. And I was surprised that I found that frame because it fits so perfectly. Okay, so what I've been working on. So I intentionally did not do the Nordic holiday countdown yesterday because I was really trying to get caught up on some frogging for another whip that I'm working on. But here is the ornament that came with the Evertote holiday countdown, Nordic holiday countdown. This is so far the floss up until, yeah, because I think this one is the floss from yesterday, and this is Chantilly. And so everything else was just, this is just from the first of the month up until yesterday. So I have not pulled today's floss yet. And these colors are amazing. I think I want to keep them together so I can like use them for something else that it would look really pretty with. But here's my stitching as of the day before yesterday. So was it the 20th? So this is probably what, the 18th? Up until the 18th. This is the up until the 18th. So they got their heads. Everyone, that was the discussion of the headless one, the headless queens. But they got their heads, but maybe some more work is going to be gone up in there. This is the bottom part, so this will all fit in one frame. And I think I just have to do some leaves up here and something else. I think there's some leaves, and then there's some, these little like snowballs that they're hauling has some extra little embellishments on it too. And then yesterday will be caught up, and then I'll pull from today and I'll see how different, how much more work I have to do. But so far, this is probably the most colorful modern folk embroidery design I've ever done. And it looks so pretty. And I can't wait to have it ready for next year. This is the needle minder that it came with my needles on there already. But so far it's doing pretty good and I'm loving it. I love all the colors that it's pulling out. Oh, I think I might have to get like some more skeins of some of these colors because they got me. They got me. Another thing I've been working on is the new sow for 2025, which was what EJ and Michelia from Sunshine Stitchers started on December 15th. It was a Sunday. It's a put a bird on it sow. The actual pattern, I will insert a picture so you can see what the overall looks like. It came out earlier this year and I had it already. So all I had to do was pull out floss. So I went through my stash. I found these colors. I originally was going to go with a completely different color palette that had more colors, but I think I got lazy and wanted a whole bunch of colors, but didn't want to work with a whole bunch of colors. So I grabbed this more of an autumn palette that has like some nice browns, greens, pinks, oranges. And I thought it might look really pretty with this green because it really like was soft enough to where it didn't clash too much. And the Quaker itself is actually, it was originally designed as a monochrome, but you know, modern folk embroidery, you can start with one color and put in as many, add in as many colors as you want. So there's alphabets and numbers. It's called Put a Bird on It. And the Sal is Put a Bird on It Sal. There's quite a few Flosstubers out there who have talked about this and have shown their colors. So I'm going to use this green for the alphabet and the numbers, and then each Quaker motif will be stitched in this variegated silks from Silks for You. And I believe, what is it? PR 185, I think. I don't know, I could be wrong, but I'm gonna insert that information there. And I'm stitching it on a 36 count fabric from Forbidden Fiber Co. And I've already forgotten what it's called, but it's all included in there. So this is as far as I've gotten for this month. It's been broken up into categories. So from here down to about here is for December. So because I added these extra stitches, I'm gonna call this done. And then next month there's another motif here and it kind of cuts in. So I'll finish this motif for January. I'll finish this over here, and I think there's a small little motif right in here, and then that will be done. Because I want to I want to stitch along and not start along. So I'm not going to try to rush my way through it, but look at those colors and how it's all coming together. This fabric is kind of like a purple autumn, kind of foggy kind of color. And I think it's perfect with the autumn color. So it's going to just be so nice when it's all done. And I have it like finished in some way, because I'm not even sure if I want to put this on my wall. I might actually try to make this into a bag. I think I might. Okay. I think I might. But this one is going to be really, really fun. Like all of this together. Like, look at it. Ah! This one's bringing me joy. Okay. So started working on that one, but I'm done until January. I'll get caught up today on the holiday countdown box and open up the new color. But the one project that I have actually really been trying to get further along on is a project that I have actually started 5 times. And this is the last time. I think I've found the perfect collection of fabric and it's working. So this is Crinkles by Little House Needleworks. It is a project that I've been trying to work on since I first started cross stitching, which it calls for originally a 30 count, and I really don't like stitching with 2 strands now, and so I upped it to 46 count, so it's gonna be itty bitty. However, I've had to frog out so much. I was getting really good into finishing the roof and realized that I had been stitching it with this color instead of the lighter of those colors. So I had to frog all of that out. And then I found out that my dark part of my windows were off, so I had to frog out both of these windows. And I finished all the white stitching for the gate up there on the roof and the snow on the top. So I just need to finish that red, just a few stitches there. And then I think I am done, except for there's like a softer tanner floss that kind of fills in those windows a little bit. So once I do that, then the roof will be completely done. I'm going to finish this up here. I think I just have like a couple more stitches. And then this is the same color that I'm using for the brickwork. So I'll finish this strand and filling in like some of the brickwork and bringing that down. So my plan for Crinkles, I'm stitching it with quite a few people. Robin, who works over at Pine Needles over in Garner Village, she's like further along. She's already working into the blocks, and she's gotten all this part done. Initially what we're supposed to be doing is spending an hour on it every week, 1 hour a week, just to kind of keep it moving. And at first I was really geeked out, but all the frogging that I've had to do in the last like few days, is trying to kill my joy, but I got through it. Once I get into stitching out these block windows, then it will lift my spirits a lot, because I deep down inside just can't not stitch this. There's some things where I'm just like, I'm done. But this one, I want to have this on my wall for the holidays. It's very vintage. I actually want to change my decor, my Christmas decor, to make it a little more vintage Christmas colors, like more of the darker colors like pine and like Merlot and gold and like dark navy blue. Like, I really want those colors for my Christmas decorations, and so I think this would really complement that goal and keep me motivated to slowly start collecting some things. But yeah, so Kringles, almost done. Just have to finish that, and I'll finish stitching some of and working on the brickwork. Since I'm so far behind, I think I'm probably like about 6 hours behind on this. So I want to try to get 10 more hours in between now and the end of the year. So that way I can really start out with every hour, an hour a week for 2025. And then hopefully this will be done before Christmas. We'll see. But yeah, that's as far as I've gotten so far on Kringles. Been working on that. I did get another finish. I tried to frame it, but it's, you know, was Cozy Christmas Cottage by Modern Folk Embroidery. I started stitching this with Miss Candy, the 614 stitcher, but I get hyper focused on, you know, monochrome stitching, because it's just, and I stitch with really long strands, so I'm just like, oh, I'm just gonna do like, you know, 6 single strands and see how far I get. It's not that many stitches, honestly. Like, it's really like is it a little over or a little under 3,000 stitches? Like, it's really not too heavy. The house wasn't too bad. Normally I have problems with dense stitching, but it wasn't bad at all. So I got this done, and I did have a frame for it, but then I accidentally cut too much. But it's still so pretty, and I think this is probably going to end up being either an ornament or a flat fold, maybe. You think there's enough room to make it like a flat fold? Who knows? We'll figure it out as I go. Depends on how motivated I am. I need my friends to inspire me to do better. So far I think that's it. This video won't be too long, but I did want to thank everyone for this year, because I'm really thankful for everyone that I've gotten to meet through my Flosstube channel. There's a couple of whips that I really want to focus more on this upcoming year. One is really special to me because it was a gift from one of my new friends of this year, Noelle. She had gifted me with the entire kit for a project. It's from Lila Studios. And I started it with her, and then I lost focus, and then she's already finished it, and then I had seen someone else pull out theirs, and I've seen, like, it's like now I'm seeing them everywhere. But it's called the Lord's Prayer. So it's the Lord's Prayer. It's very beautiful design. I've never completed a Lila Studios, I don't think, design. So, and this one seems like it's very, it's something I need to have on my wall. Not something that I want to have on my wall, but I think this is something I need to have on my wall. And a few other, you know, words of inspiration to keep, you know, your spirit where it's supposed to be, right? And I believe like Emily Call actually has a new, it's not new, but it's this year of designs where they're words of encouragement. And I think they're called the I Am series. And I really want to dive into those. And I think that's kind of why I want to start sewing this new year, because I have kids, and I'm always wanting them to see the best parts of them the way I see them. And so I want to be able to stitch something meaningful for them to always hold on to when they are starting to wonder if they're doing all right. And they are honestly all doing just fine. They're doing amazing work with staying focused on what's important to them. So I just want them to know that I always think about them, and I love them so much. And my grandbabies, yeah, my grandbabies. So I think this video is not going to be that long. It's about 30 minutes, and I should be back here in about 2 weeks. It'll probably be either just before New Year or just after. I'm going to try to do another one before the end of the year, because I do want to kind of get my whips in order, because I don't have a ton, but seeing them will probably help me, encourage me to spend some time on, because I know there's a lot of them that are probably, because I finished the ones this year that were about 80% done. And so these next like wave of ones that I'm going to focus on are probably like 50%, if not 45% complete. Like they just need that extra like couple weeks, and then they would be done too, because there's nothing like insanely large, you know? So I might just do a whip parade only for my own record in my next video, and then I wanted to get into some plans for navigating through 2025. I'm deep down inside trying to connect more with my ancestral roots, and from the last few years of research, I've been able to find some interesting things that are going to be really hard to find cross-stitch designs for. But so I'm going to try to like, I don't know, try to pull some inspiration from the designs that are currently around. I did talk to one of my favorite designers, and we're trying to see how we can like come up with a really good design that would represent me. Alrighty, so this week, okay, so for Flosstubers, for Flosstube channels that I've watched in the last couple of weeks that have been really impressive to me, I'm going to list them. There's Joanne that I just watched recently. She had just uploaded a recent video, and I really loved it. Like I really loved it a lot. I've been watching Andrew the Runner Stitcher. I've been watching Jacob of Modern Folk Embroidery with the Evertote collaboration with Off the Grid Needlework, which is Caroline from Evertote. Who else? Emmy Mission Stitch has a new video up that uploaded about a week ago, I think. Jill from was it Jill Stitch? She just uploaded a couple of days ago an epic. Oh my goodness, I love her long dogs. Who else is there? There's been quite a few. Milka Mega Stitches. I watched her Flosstube, and I mean, if you already have your lineup, then you're good to go. If you're watching me, I appreciate you so much, and I hope that you enjoy what you've watched. It's been a very cool journey this year, and having met so many stitchy friends that keep me motivated and keep me focused, and also enable me to also, you know, do what I love. And stitching is something that I love. Gardening, Stitchers that garden, and we've connected. Sarah Mod Cross Stitches, Julie and Stitches 16, Nitya Daybreak Stitchery. We all have our little gardening Stitchers Gardeners a little chat group where we express all the joys of gardening. I just love it because cross stitch keeps us, you know, together and builds on our friendships with all the things that we're interested in, and learning all the new things about diet, nutrition, and preserving food, so that way I'm always making sure that my family is eating the healthiest and most nutrition rich is epic. That's my number one priority for 2025. So if you like hearing about all these things and you like seeing all these things, subscribe, like. I'm probably at what, like 600 something subscribers, and I absolutely appreciate every single one of you for watching and joining and following along. And it means a lot to me. It means a lot to me because it gives me a sense of community, and community is everything. And I appreciate that. And I appreciate you. If you like and subscribe, that would be awesome. I welcome all new people. If you can tolerate all the beautiful colors in the South. But I appreciate you so much. Happy holidays if I don't see you before the holidays. And Happy New Year if I don't see you until next year. And have a great day. Happy stitching.